Just gonna walk my way to the entrance. It's so regal, man. Oh, you're going to the castle? Just to remind you, since we're going to be staying there after the party, we won't be able to leave till morning. Not yet. Back already. Okay. So save. Okay, and just in case I kind of mess up my saves. And here comes. Well, show the gatekeeper our invitations then. I already know why I'm so nervous. Probably because we don't get an invitation to big events like this very often. Oh, it's those two! Oh, snap. Hey, it's the castle of Her Majesty the Queen. Unless you have official business here, you need to... Hey! Hey there. We're sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you two! You're still staying in town? Yeah, we still have business to take care of. We have formal invitation, so by your leave, may we pass? A formal invitation? Received directly from His Grace. Wow. What? It's the Giants! See, right here. Written invitation. There we go. Let's see. To Zin and his team, in appreciation for your performance, the competition, you are cordially invited to a dinner party. Oh, hey! You guys were in the martial arts competition. Right, I heard that the winning team was led by a huge Eastern guy. So is that you? Yep, you got it. He would greatly appreciate your help. Makes sense. The head maid told us you'd be coming. You're missing someone. What happened to him? It's kind of impolite, I know, but it doesn't look like he's going to make it. We're the only ones coming. Ah, that's a pity. No matter, please go in. Now entering Zin and company victors of the martial arts competition. Open the gates. Ding. Gonna take a sip of coffee. Oh, man. Yo, that's kind of impressive. It's like the Hawking Gate, but there's something more impressive about it being part of the castle. Yep, more solid too, since it's the royal castle. Yep, that's that part of why it's impenetrable. Ever since the nation was established, no enemy has ever broken through the Amnaberg walls. The capital's been ravaged by war numerous times as a result of mutinies and insurgencies among nobles. But even then, the castle held the rebel army at bay and protected the royal family and the refugees. Or the story is saying. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Very much of the tale one would expect of a nation with such history. Now, welcome to Her Majesty's Gransel Castle. Go right in. You'll be met by a welcoming party inside. Enjoy your evening. I like how they just gas them. Wow, that's kind of impressive. Is this the result of all of my hard work, chat? We'll see. Dude, that's huge! Whoa! Can't see that again. I've never seen anything that compares to this place. It's not just pretty, it's got history. I can really feel the traditions and the rules of the old kingdom here. Welcome to Gransel Castle. You are Zin and his company, and his team, correct? Yo, it's the maids! It's the maid. Captain Amalthea. This really isn't unexpected, but even so. That's right, we've come to the invitation of the Royal Duke. And, you are? Pardon me. I am Captain Canon Amalthea of the Intelligence Division, head of Gransel Castle's defense. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations for your championship victory. Watching the match was truly a spectacular experience. Yep, you're too kind. And may I say, I didn't know they made women as young as pretty as you into captains. You must do fine work. My, but you are the flatterer. But I'm not as so young as your bracer friends. Estelle and Joshua Bright. It's been some time since the incident in Zace, has it? Yeah, I guess it has. Some time ago. Unfortunately, the matter concerning Professor Russell is yet to be resolved. It appears that he and his granddaughter were abducted by a group of nefarious individuals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about, would you? I'm afraid not. We left that case up to the full-fledged bracers and came to Gransel. We never even heard of the follow-up report on it. I see. Truly, that's a shame. Well, with the resources of the Intelligence Division, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are arrested. Have no fear on the score. Yeah, no, right. Understood. We trust you take care of the professor. Oh, absolutely. Now we must show you to your rooms. See ya. If you would please do the honors. See to their needs, but do not bore them with any idle chatter. Do I make myself clear? Yes, ma'am, I understand. Very good. Now, everyone, I hope you enjoy your evening. For my part, I must bid you farewell. Ha ha ha, that's one fine woman, says Zin. I'd hate to say this, Zin, but your taste in women is crap. There's nothing fine about that fox-faced harpy. I think that might just be his favorite type of woman. I just tend to find that women like that turn out to be pretty good people once you peel back the few layers, so to speak. What? Not that it matters, but you really do sound like a dirty old man sometimes. Oh my honor! Oh, sorry about that. You were supposed to show us to our room, right? Yep. Please allow me. Pardon my not staying before, but I'm Shia, the head maid at the castle. I'll be at your service this evening from my dinner party till the morning. If anything is not to your satisfaction, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you very much. Will you please show us to the room? Certainly, it is on the second floor. This place is huge. Wow. The place sounds so regal, it's amazing. And there we go. Dude. Whoa. Oh wow, wow. Get a load of that chandelier. Talk about classy. Estelle. What's that way? That's the throne room. Her Majesty used to receive personal guests. It hasn't seen much use in recent days, though. Whew, I see. But the Queen's condition really is that bad? Isn't the birthday celebration coming up soon? Oh no. It's just that it's the head maid who tends to her in the royal keep of late. I shouldn't speak on subjects about which I'm unfamiliar. Come then, shall we? I know, right? Let me sip my delicious coffee. Damn. How do you power... Oh, wait. Orbles. I was like, how do you power up this place? And I'm like, okay. This is the room where you'll be staying. Please go on in. Pardon us. Damn. It's so purple. Holy Strigas! I never imagined we'd ever stay in a place like this. Nice! This will make a good story for later. I believe there is some time before the party. You are free to explore the castle, but the security areas are off limits. I ask that you refrain from entering those areas. What is this? Most significantly, the royal keep where the queen resides. It's a small palace of sorts, built in the grand terrace on the roof. Grand Terrace? Ooh, the terrace is where Her Majesty greets the people of Grandseal from during the birthday festivities. So you cannot go to the royal keep itself, but you may visit the Grand Terrace if you like, or Garden Terrace if you like. As for the other restricted areas, there's the Royal Guard Room and also the Treasury. Yep, you still want it for questioning about the terrace stuff, huh? Yes. The Intelligence Division is currently occupying it. Entrance is restricted, so please abide by the rules. By the way, what are others who are invited doing? They are already arrived. I imagine they're relaxing in their respective rooms. So okay, Layer Claus is here too. Oh yes, he arrived some time ago. Now if you excuse me, I'll be off. If you need anything else, please contact the first floor waiting room. Damn. Alright, when that looks that we're unnoticed by Zin. Hey Zin, you want to go walk around the castle for a bit? We'll be back in time for the party. Must be nice to be so young. I'm worn out from the tournament. No problem, have fun. To me, I gotta kick back and relax in this oh-so-luxurious room. Okay, we need to get as much done as we can before the party starts. First, Julia told us we have to talk to the head maid, Hilda. I like to say hello to the other VIPs too. We likely know most of them. Okay. Alright then, before that, I need to head to the restroom real quick, so I will be right back in a few minutes. Enjoy a shooting elf in the meantime. Let me please. Okay. Let me do this real quick, ma'am. Alright, marker good. And let me shut down LFL shooting. And okay, time to continue. Oh boy, this is gonna be a lovely amount of exploring that I'm gonna do. So let's kind of scope this place. Ah, Joshua Estelle, you made it. It's been quite a while. Dean Collins, you're invited to the banquet as well. I just arrived today via the airship from Rouen. A little mayoral birdie told me you two won a tournament. Jill and everyone else will be so happy to hear it. I had no idea you'd be seeing you here, Dean Collins. As a member of the Royal Assembly and a man of great respect and liberal, it's only fitting he'll be given a seat at the banquet. A man of great respect, he says. You flatter me, Mayor. It's a meeting held once per year to address matters affecting the kingdom. The Queen, mayors of every city, and other representatives all come together to try to solve various problems of state. Ooh, sounds big. So all those guys have been invited here tonight, too. Nope, I'd say it's only about half. Her Majesty is still ill, and General Morgan is away on official military business, and Mayor Dalmore of Rouen was arrested in that nasty affair. And Professor Russell. He's a bit too entrenched in too many unknowns right now. We don't know how true all this talk is of the Royal Guardsmen being involved in some underground terrorist organization. It's hardly the time to be holding a feast at all, if you ask me. Well, we can use the chance to see where Duke Dunan stands on all these issues. We need his permission to have an audience with Her Majesty regardless. Yep, that's the biggest issue here, no without a doubt. Barring us from seeing Her Majesty as a height of idiocy and mismanagement. I would like to pay my respects to Princess Claudia as well, but it's the same story. The daughter, huh? Does she live here in the castle? No, it's my understanding about her actual residence is elsewhere, but I'm told she's come to the capital as of a few days ago. Well then, I'd really love to meet her. I'm sure you'll have the chance. Cool. Let's see. Oh yes, were you able to meet with Chloe? I heard she made some kind of promise to me at the capital, but I wasn't sure if you actually done so. Nope, even a doubt. But she should be at the capital by now, you know. She should be. Still, though, it bothers me. She probably just dropped by to check on the orphanage before setting off for the capital, but even so... Yeah, okay. Honestly, why are you holding a banquet now? I can't fathom why the Dukes would allow this. Poor taste. Alright, more wandering around. Wandering. What about the store? It's empty. Lovely. And the store. Ooh, hey! Nice. Mayor Mabley. Joshua, Estelle! Ah, here at last. I keep wondering when you'd get here. I was practically counting the seconds. Ah, so you're invited too, Mayor. Hey, wait, you were waiting for us? How'd you know we'd be coming? I heard from Mayor Kloss. I heard that a pair of children who entered the tournament won this championship and were invited to a grand royal banquet in the castle. If I'd known, I would have cancelled my appointments and come to cheer you on. Begging your pardon, ma'am, but that would have been quite impossible given the circumstances. Yep, I'm aware. I'm trying to be polite. Don't worry, no busy must be. I'm sure the Queen has no time to waste at a banquet. But with everything else going on, what's Duke Dunan thinking? That captain was so stubborn about inviting me too, I had no real choice but to accept. Yeah, that's her. Her words were polite enough, but she gave me an evil eye when she spoke of them. I dared not refuse her request. I haven't heard of General Morgan in quite some time, though. Yeah. Any word from the Hawking Gate? The General's unavailable as the longest messages I've been able to ring from them. It would seem he's busy with these anti-terrorist countermeasures or what have you. I had hoped that in attendance at the banquet tonight, but I guess he could have pulled himself away. What do you think about this? Putting mayors from every city in the same place at a time like this? If the Queen were to be in attendance, I would expect some announcement of no small importance, but as it is, this feels like the Duke has too much time on his greasy, chubby hands. He's letting his position of royal proxy go to his head. Yep. But there might be some announcement, some kind of official announcement. Well, whatever may come of the night, the Grand Chef here is the best of all of the kingdom. I plan to enjoy the dinner, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and return to Boast post haste. Okay, which way do I go then? Alright, what's this? Let's go up here. Okay, it's a library. Taking important documents without official permission. Wow, they just take the documents? What a bastard thing to do. Okay, so I talked to everyone already, so let's, God, it's cold in here. Where are my gloves? Where'd I put my gloves at? Can't find my gloves right now. Oh well. I will freeze for the stream. Okay, I can't go in here yet. But, well, no, I am here. Woo! Just going around in circles around the grand ballroom. Or, yeah. Dude. Sit on... I could. Let me do that real quick. Woo! Oh, I can't, like, sit on the throne. That'd be hilarious. Alright, what about here? Nobody is here just yet. And what about this room? Nobody's here either. And this one? Wow, like all these rooms are empty. What the hell? Oh, hey! Estelle and Joshua? Mr. Modoc, I thought you might be here. With the mayoral class individuals on the guest list, we've had a feeling you might also be in attendance. I must say I never expected you two to win a tournament championship and end up hobnobbing in Gransel Castle. Cassius kids to the board you are. Yep. Took more than our upbringing to get here. Lots of people helped along the way. So it's been a few days. Has there been any developments? Well, right after you left for the castle, Captain Amalthea from the intelligence came knocking. She forced me to come to this banquet, but I kept my mouth shut about the Lessian fortress. Professor Russell and company are still on the run too. Armies have not found them yet. But the longer we keep this up, the less chance they have. It's really only a matter of time. I asked Captain Amalthea if I could see Her Majesty and wish her well, but no luck. I was flat out refused. So in other words, we definitely aren't going to do this the easy way. Yep. Because we'll talk got covered, we'll get the perfect message to Her Majesty one way or another. Okay, the division has its eyes everywhere. We have to be more subtle in our movements. Speaking of which, I don't think I've talked, or maybe I have. Well, what about this room? No one here. And what about this room? Wow, not many people are actually here. This is interesting. Okay, what about this place? Oh, it's a shop. Nice. Oh, okay. Anything I think of to be alcoholic or not alcoholic? Orange juice? Orange juice. And this way. Hello there, look at this place. That's grass glowing in the weirdest of places. Oh, check this out. This must be the castle's garden terrace. I'd say so. You can see the whole lake from here, and it overlooks the town too. Must be great for reconnaissance. And as nice as it is, we really don't have time to stop and enjoy it. We got a job to do. Oops. Whoops. I went to dude, look at that ocean. Crazy. Alright, what about this way? Nothing. Dude. Too bad I can't turn it around. That'd be nice, though. This place is pretty neat. If I were to stay here, that'd be kind of amazing. Wow, you can see the ground foundation of the dungeon of that. It's crazy, dude. Alright, what about this way? Oh. This must be the royal keep. Oh, hello there. Who are you? Hey, you too. Uh-huh, we are here as guests for the Duke. Is this where Her Majesty lives? Of course it is. But for the last 2 days, she has been feeling well. She's not seeing anyone right now. Oh, you got it all wrong. We weren't thinking about that. I just thought it would be amazing to see if she were to even take notice of us. Does Claudia slip here as well? No, it's just Tay. The princess is focused on looking after Her Majesty. Neither of us has time to deal with the likes of you. Uh-oh. Might I inquire as to what's going on here? Yo, madame. We didn't know you were back already. Oh man, the dinner party will be starting soon, so I'll be returning to the maid's quarters. And who are our guests? They're from the team that won the martial arts competition. It's only because of that victory that someone of a bracer's social standing would even be invited here. A bracer's social standing? Such discourtesy! Who would insult those who were personally invited to the royal castle? Yo, that's a lot. Those invited by the Duke should be treated with all the respect due to those invited by Her Majesty. I sincerely hope you have not forgotten that. Damn. Oh, wow. I wonder who she is. But madame, we can't just allow you to pass. Surely you understand the reasons that the colonel laid out. Yes, and I'm quite tired of hearing them repeated to me. I am terribly sorry, sir, madame. Security has been heightened, and such the royal keep and the surrounding are off limits. If I may ask, would you mind waiting in the room until the dinner party begins? Got it. I apologize, we weren't trying to cause any trouble. Fine, then I just don't let it happen again. Safe return with me. I apologize, we were subjugated with such dreadful behavior. My name is Hilda. I am the head maid of the Gransel Castle, and I oversee all the housekeeping duties. Ah, we had a feeling. Forgive my rudeness, but have we previously acquainted? Someone told us about you. I know this handwriting. You see, we also had bracer emblems and identifications with us. I see. Please come with me to the maid's sitting room. We can discuss the matter further once we are there. Well then. I understand. You need to deliver Professor Russell's message to Her Majesty, correct? If now's not a good time, we can try later, but no, it's not an issue. But those special ops men have had the royal keep under constant surveillance for some time now. Only the Duke, the Colonel, and the hired attendants, such as myself, are allowed in. Which means a private audience is probably a no-go. What do you think, Estelle? We could ask Ilta to relay the Professor's message to Her Majesty. Well, no, I'd really rather speak to her face-to-face. There are just too many particulars we don't know that we'd really need to discuss directly, like what Duke Dunant and Colonel Richard are after. Estelle and Joshua, I have a bit of an idea. Could I get you to return here once the party is over? What? Huh, have you thought a way to us to see her? I believe I have. It may be difficult, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to need some time to get ready, so I can call you back after the dinner party. Understood, we'll be back then. I will be waiting. Food prep is done, so I think we will be serving shortly. For now, it's probably best if you wait in your room. Nice. Pre-cooking's done. Start the banquet shortly. Cool. When the time comes. What's this? There's 2 doors. Oh, more maids! We're ready for dinner very soon. I'm very sorry for the wait. Oh, man. Oh, dude. They have maid lockers, too. Oh, be still, my heart. No problem. See you in a bit, Nick. Save us. Whoa, 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 dude. Alright. Oh my god, more kitchen stuff. The rat problem around here is going to get out of control. I can't stand rats either, so this really sucks for me. Wow. The main course is complete. Once dinner is ready, we'll be sure that everyone knows, and until then, your patience is greatly appreciated. Oh man, rats. The head chef is a real pro, specializing in imperial cuisine. Over 1,000 dishes of it. In fact, he's still simply amazing. Let's see. Wow. Wow. Huh. This is lovely. Oh, what the heck? This is a restricted area. Suspicious individuals can and will be arrested on spot, so watch yourselves. Okay. I just want to look at all the food. That's a lot of food. No wonder you have a rat problem. What's that door? Look at all the foodstuffs here, man. Jeez. Alright. What next? What about this way? Oh my god, mermaids! You know what all these guests are really here? Because the Duke got bored, that's why. The man makes so much work for me, I swear. May I help you? I'm sorry to be rude, but I'm very busy right now preparing for the banquet. This is just between you and me, but he has enough servants, but he keeps trying to convince Mistress Hilda to hire one more. It's no good either, I'm sure. To no good either, I'm sure. Oh wow. Beyond in the hell a moment ago. I hate how he just stares at people menacingly. It's so rude. Man, these maids though. Okay, no problem. Well, I'm still exploring right now. Oh, that's another entrance. Interesting. Da, 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 da. There are maids. What else is around here anyway? I'm still like explorer mode right now, so it kind of works out. What about this way? Ooh. So few people can possibly finish all this work. All the other officials were sent away on vacation by the Duke and forcibly removed from the castle? What the heck? Administrative room. This is where most of the actual ruling of Liberal takes place. With Her Majesty ill, we're taking orders from... the Duke. Oh, man. Darn Duke, man, I swear. What if I try to go out this way? Oh, hello. The castle gate is currently sealed to help ensure security. Please feel free to walk around the castle for the time being. I'm sorry for any inconvenience, but nothing can be done. Alright, let's... Oh wow, really? This is the Intelligence Division office. Authorized personnel only. Keep your distance unless you're keen on getting arrested. Well then. Okay, so there's that. Ooh. What's this way? Oh wait, that's the ground ball. Derp, I'm dumb. Sweet to the main maid again. Okay. Let's see. Let me see if I happens if I actually try to talk to them. Okay. I'm trying to find wow, is everyone like... No, it's just a room. Okay. Okay, I want to kind of go up there. There's one more place I want to explore. Oh wait, I think I got the library already. But yeah. There's like only one dude there. But what caught my attention is this. Ooh. Damn. Oh wow, okay, so that just basically overlooks the entryway. That's kind of cool. It's annoying that I can't see the camera. I want to see the two stooges on the second floor. Oh well. God, it's freaking cold. Jeez. Whew. Is there stairs on the other side? Guess not. Oh well. Okay, this is bugging me up. Let me find some gloves. Hold on, I'll be back. Oops. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, let me put something on. Let me find my gloves that I wore last night. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, found my gloves, thankfully. Thank goodness, man. It's cool because they're like kind of narrow. Like, they're relatively narrow, so I can kind of play, and no problem. Oh, yeah, thank you. Found the gloves just in time too. And yeah, playing on here is interesting. Oh yeah, did I talk to them already? Nuisance. They came to Bose. He acted like a spoiled child. Citizen angered. Looking forward to see you again. Please come visit Bose again sometime soon. I wonder if I can like explore around the world later on, just cause. Oh yeah. Hey guys, talk about being late. The party's about to start, you know. Sorry, we got caught up in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we also talked to all the mayors. Oh, we're close friends with the mayor of Rollens. Plus, we met the other mayors in the course of our travels. I see. I guess you work as bracers has caused you to meet quite a few puke shots. You sure get around for junior bracers. You might say that. Have you done any bracer assignments since we came to Grand Seal? I guess it's not all that different in other countries. Right, for a full-fledged blazer, nationality is an issue when it comes to your work. The prelim fights and leadership procedures at the embassy kept me too busy to get any actual work done, though. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, which isn't so bad. Normally, that would be enough to handle all the cases, I imagine, but with all them concentrated on Grand Seal, that must make it tough to handle any cases in other regions. It could be. I feel like a goose who just walked out of my grave. I wonder what's going on with Sherrod back in Rollens. The name rings a bell. You wouldn't have to be talking about Scheherazade, would you? You know her. She's our mentor, and she's been a close friend for ages. Okay, that makes sense. I met her a long time ago when Case brought her to Cavard. She was fortunate enough to have a good master working with her for such a young age. Uh-oh. Oh no! Please pardon me. The table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you your way? Sure. I was getting bored with waiting. All right, want to go and eat fancy? Sure. That fight left me starving. Let's go dig in. Come on, you two. It would be nice if you didn't completely forget your table manners. Oh man. This is a dinner party, right? What's with all the empty plates? Plenty of knives and forks, though. That's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in specific order, starting with the hors d'oeuvres. Then you use the knives and forks from the outside in. That's the part for having good table manners. And here comes the anxiety attack. It does mean you get to have some sort of fine food available. Manners and etiquette are secondary. Indeed. I am told that you've acquainted with everyone who'd be attending. No need to get stressed out. Guess that's true. Please don't encourage her. On the note, as a gentleman, are you going to be okay with a knife and fork? I'm told that forks from the East usually eat with chopsticks. You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer in when a liberal do as the liberals do policy. I'm not especially skilled with them, but I use a fork and knife. I impress you're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion. You flatter me. Well then. He's way more polite than a leech, though. Anyway, His Grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. So if the seat at the head of the table is for the Duke, then who might the other one be for? Perhaps is intended for Princess Claudia? Okay. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. My humblest apologies for the long delay. Presenting His Grace the Duke. Oh, that's what it's for. Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting from which I could not take a break away. This gentleman is Colonel Richard, Commanding Officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his tireless efforts in helping to deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure. I was quite gratified to be invited on occasion by our Honorable Duke. I ask that you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you. Well then, okay. Oh boy. I suspected this might happen, but it's still unnerving. Dude. Is that jelly? Damn. I'm hungry. What the hell? This is not the thing to be looking at. What do you say, Mayor Mabley? What do you think of Ransel Castle's Master Chef? Is this cooking not on par with that found in the Bose's Antero's restaurant? Quite remarkable. The wine selection also complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. You're not the first to say such things. And one of you, Zin, wasn't it? Like a Zin, was it? Is the food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have the words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. I certainly believe I could develop a real taste for Libran cuisine, though. Glad to hear it. And you, young bracers? I imagine you never experienced such fine food in your life before. Ooh, Estelle likes it. Far worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us. Wow. Estelle, please. We could have missed a chance to attend so prestigious an event like this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation. Wow. I do finally remember what my bully had been telling me about. You met before during the Rowan incident. Perhaps our fates are linked in some bizarre fashion. Yes, sir. Maybe so. Wow, so he forgot about us until a button reminded him. Come, let's put our social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant and the wine flows freely, so enjoy your heart's content. Wait, didn't Estelle, like, almost send a freaking staff into Duke's head? Your Grace, if you could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Ah, fine idea. Actually, I have something important to say to you fine folk who represent the kingdom. I use a celebration as the place to make an important announcement. What's this? What might that be? I believe I will allow Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are no doubt already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health as of late. However, she has been recovering and may grace us with a public appearance. Yo, that's excellent news. Could we possibly go and check on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider that to be a wise decision at the moment. Within a few days, it seems likely that the terrorists plaguing the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's celebrations will be held as originally planned. Sweet! The citizens will be happy to hear the news, as they have been looking forward to it. But surely this is not all you wish to tell us. Right, if that's all, you could have just sent us a message. Indeed, you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover as the previous stated. However, given the gravity of her condition, she also has issued a proclamation. What? Due to her tenuous health. She has started that she wishes to abide the throne and turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Dunan. What? What? So you see, even this thing, he's like, what? Is that true? Joshua. Yeah, the conspiracy finally made its appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first broached the idea to me as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it's only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading to it through times of strife and war, and all without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of her stress of the duties following the festival's successful conclusion. As the heir to the throne, the decisions are mine to make. Yo. I'm ashamed that I never noticed any signs in any of my annual visits. Yeah, isn't this far too serious a matter to discuss at what is supposedly a casual dinner? Pardon my rudeness, but this all seems to be stretched crudely. Mayor Mabley, are you saying that you cannot take his grace as his ward? No, nothing of the sort. I simply mean that as an elected official, I don't understand why the successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion. That's true. If possible, I'd like to hear this directly from Her Majesty. Oh man. Your unease is quite understandable, but we do ask that you try to maintain your composure and allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. Could you be persuaded to sheave your doubts until then? Well... Basically this, once we become the common knowledge, we cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first to help stave off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This is also the decision of His Grace. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations of the continent will have their eyes on us, and we must be watchful for any action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why this is necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world which we are going to be living. Oh man. Yeah, quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations, but you thought it would be best to inform us first so we can be prepared for any issues that may arise? Okay. That's all comes to us, we're all going to find ourselves quite busy. And we have to announce this to the citizens. Gotcha. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne, however, is there not another who also has the same right of succession? Well then. No doubt you're referring to Her Majesty, the granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and His Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. And I must say I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such responsibility on Conic girls so young. Wow, this guy. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Yo. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest for the royal families of a number of other nations. Interesting. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place as soon as this year. Oh man. I understand. If that happens, then we'll have 2 major events to celebrate. Goddamn. I honestly think she's a bit young for marriage. Huh. May I ask a question? Uh-oh. What's up, Zen? I don't mind. Speak freely. Sorry to be rude, but this doesn't sound like the kind of conversation you want outsiders hearing. Particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now? This is solely because of the stupendous turn of events that allows Bracers to win the championships. We had wanted to inform the guild of this in advance as well. I've already discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Gotcha. I guess liberals, military, and bracers are on just as good of terms as the stories say. That's because we lack the military strength of the Empire of the Republic. The harsh reality is that we're keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, you now understand our intentions. Alright. We'll pass on what we've learned here to the guild. Whew, what a dinner. Man, I heard some pretty unbelievable conversation in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner and all, so it's not the big deal of me. I bet that was big news for you guys. Oh man, I can't believe. Definitely Estelle. Never mind. But really, what a shame. The food was so amazing and it particularly melted in my mouth. Couldn't tell what the last flavor was though. Gotcha. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk, to work off some of that rich food? Yeah, sure. I could go for a little bit of fresh air. Oh man. I actually don't get it. Must be a local thing. I think you're exaggerating a bit. You haven't gone out to take in any sights. There's a lot of historical architecture around here, you know. In this mood, if the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over. If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would be for some liquor and a snack. I might go in and hunt a bar or something in a little bit. Ooh. It was amazing. Conversation and flow of wine were much less so. So excuse me, I have some lost drinking time to make up for. Yeah, big guy needs food. Big guy needs food badly. Okay, we'll have to find a way to get to Her Majesty. First things first, we go talk to Melda like we promised. She probably knows a way for us to speak to the Queen directly. Okay, wow, this is a turn of events. Points are all very logical and rational, but I believe it would be best to get to the particulars of Her Majesty and Her Highness the Princess directly. Yeah, agreed. Look for the leftovers. Oh, there you go. There's Klaus. I can't believe the Queen's so worried she's considering abdication, and Princess Claudia choosing a husband at her age. Events are unfolding so quickly, I hardly had time to react. How old is the princess again? At least at this game. There we go. Seems it was a banquet to remember, and now my mistress has yet another worry to wrinkle her brow about. Oops, gosh darn it. Oh yeah, Duke Tunan is an official successor to the throne. If anyone could bring on a migraine, it's that. Okay, let me look at my things real quick. Hold on. Ho ho ho, I know, right? Okay. Tactics, items, ornament, equipment, status. I'm just double checking some things real quick. I want to open up the book. Can I... Is there a way to look up the people in the game? Hold on. Okay, yeah, so these are just monsters. A lot of towns. Jeez. Okay, well, I was hoping to, like, look at the history real quick, but yeah. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, how's it going? Colonel Richard. Ah, Stella and Joshua. This is our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. Last time we saw one another was right after Mayor Dalmore was arrested. I'm honestly surprised you remember us. I realized I'll exchange a few words, but you made quite an impression on me. My curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was quite surprised that you learned that you were the children of Colonel Cassius. Oh man. Please understand I'm not trying to show off the Intelligence Division's capabilities. I'm greatly indebted to him from our time together in the Army. Indeed, more than words can properly express. Might I persuade you to stay a while and talk? I've been hoping to speak with you for quite some time now. Pardon me, but don't you have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a little late. Ah yes, if we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge instead? I'll mix up a couple of virgin cocktails. Oh man. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Oh wow. This girl. Pardon me then. Wow. Now then, shall we retire to the lounge? Please follow me. Ah, well. Don't see we had much of a choice but to follow him. We'll be a little late, but we can talk to the headmaid later. So we kind of have to follow him now. Virgin cocktails! Yeah! Yep, I met Colonel Cassius shortly after I graduated from the military academy. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. And since that time, I had found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. Huh. And what did you think of him at the time? To put it simply, he was a hero. And a master swordsman to boot. No matter the scenario, he could find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics, he understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we were talking about two different people. So, you were with our father during the 100 Days War. Yep, he's my CEO. Even now, I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed this plan that turned nowhere tide. Anytime I get to talking about those days, time just runs away with me. But this much I can tell you. If Cassius Bright had not been part of the Royal Army, Liberal would now be part of the Erebonian Empire. Dang. Yeah, damn. He's done so much. Well, as a hero, he was in the knack for doing unbelievable things. He left an army immediately afterward, declining even a medal from the Queen, so few know of his advancements or achievements. But inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up as the prime example of what a hero should be. Yeah, I never said anything that to me. It's not really the kind of thing you tell your daughter about. It's not fair to criticize him for that. Yo, whose side are you on? And besides, what doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Didn't you already know about this or something? Well, I didn't know he was a colonel superior, like Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about vaguely. You're an accomplice, huh? Yo, calm down. It's not like you told me any of it. I just figured a lot of it. He told me that he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about. When he comes back, he's so in trouble. Please excuse miss. We didn't mean to interrupt. No, 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 no. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of relief. When I found out that your father was intending to leave the army, I desperately tried to stop him, but in time... But it seems that by leaving, he did what was best for him, after all. After losing his dear wife, maybe being with you was all he could help him recover. Huh. Now then, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted the most to know, and thus have no regrets. I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might be with us then to share in his stories. Interesting. That was kind of questionable. Okay, who was that man? What has he done with Colonel Richard? What are you blabbing on about? Fine, it's weird to hear him talk about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, nice. True, he doesn't seem like all that villainous anyway. Even so, he's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. For now, we should probably put the issue of Dad aside. Gotcha. And I'd hate to say it, but I think that he might be playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he could probably think of fooling a couple of kids as easily as he could. Oh man. You may be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think's right. But make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'd say a bracer job is pretty much that, in fact. Got it. Sick of waiting of us. Gotcha. So you should be in the maid quarters. Whew. After dinner drink, you can make anything you like on or off the menu. Oh, I'm glad that Zin, or I'm not surprised that Zin's not in here yet, or I'm quite surprised rather. To the maid quarters! Woo! Woo! Wait, the maid quarters is down there. Oh well. I'm just double checking that there's anybody else in this room because I kind of forget where everybody is. Okay. To the maid quarters! Maid quarters. Maid quarters. Whew. Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that. We kinda got caught by Colonel Richard. Oh. He had some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he's got any idea what we're up to, though. Ah yes, the letter of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Oh boy. He used to come here when he worked on his General Morgan's Aldi camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late Prince, Her Majesty's son. Late Prince, huh? The father. Yeah, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he's still alive today, none of this would have happened. But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching, we must make our preparations at once. Come on, Chia. Oh, hello, maid. Yep, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle and Joshua. I've been told of your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle. That shouldn't pose a problem. If you're really ready, you should go change into your uniforms. Uh-oh. Oh man, the ribbons and headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. Oh man. Estelle is going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll be blend right in. Ooh! Not much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in. In a maid's outfit. Yo! I've been wanting to try one since when we first met Leela. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, if our uniforms weren't so easy to move in, we'd they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. Well, let's get this sucker on me. I'd spare us, but you need to remember to manage in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean this time. Yo, what? Oh, what? Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Is there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and the maid outfit? It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess. You got this again. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Chia, don't you have an extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes, sir. It's never been used, though. He has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him. Yo, looks like a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. Yo. This way, we can use it as a changing room. Wait a minute. I don't remember even agreeing to this changing. Damn, alright, if I have to change, I can do it myself. Chip, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Oh boy. Yo! Estelle made so godlike. Ta-da! Huh, what do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming to the castle too, you certainly had me convinced. And with that hair down like that, no one will be any wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Council for real when it's all settled. Anyway, come on Joshua, get on out here. No chance I can talk out of this. None at all. You're just making this take longer. Fine, you're impossible sometimes. Yo, damn. That glitter! It looks so good! Yo, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? It looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. Oh, please, just say you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. We're gonna finally meet the very person. Yep, this is a do or die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep. It's hard to take you seriously, the maid outfit. If this was your idea, I can't believe you got the nerve to pick on. I'll treat you some ice cream later, okay? I'm not like you, I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. Oh man. We're out of time, let's go to the royal keep. Alright. Oh dude, yeah! Awesome. I am the head maid now. I love this so much. Good times. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, time to go in. Alright, let's do or die, chat. Save. Alright. Hilda, what business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour? I'm bringing up some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all. Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Grace offered me to hire some additional staff to help. They're only just arrived at the castle today. Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Bows. Huh? Why did I get the feeling we met before? Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I'd rather think of His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove. Oh, yo, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now, if you would, you allow us to pass. Pardon us, ladies. Please go on ahead. Goddamn. Wow, it's a lot bigger than I expected. Thanks, Solo. You're a real lifesaver. Yep, that was really well done. Glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see the Majesty? If you prefer, I could just show you the way now. Okay. Boy clothes now. Boy clothes now. Oh, for the love of, why are you always so self-conscious? Oh, damn it. Okay. What's wrong with that? What you had on? It's not an issue of self-consciousness. Or, yeah, by the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yep, it's Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. No kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen. I guess that's gossip. You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there. Alright. I'm still controlling her, huh? Interesting how, like, they just allowed her to just walk around like this. Do they have... Wait, don't they have to, like, get back into their normal clothes again? Jeez. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. Ooh. Yo, not bad. She aged well. I bid you welcome. My name is Delicia von Oslis. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Liberal. I'm Stell Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild, and I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. It's a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua. I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please have some and relax. Alright, what's this about? I see. So Professor Russell asked you to bring this information, a pitch black ornament capable of negating all other orbital energies. As you say, that the Colonel has acquired it? Yep. The Professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea, but I did not think of the Colonel would even know of it. Perhaps I am worrying about nothing, but even so. What is this vague idea? I suppose there's no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected behind Grand Seal. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate it. Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No, far deeper than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that he might be a relic of the ancients that self-functioned. Wow, okay, so stuff underneath, huh? So, it was a bona fide artifact then. Most artifacts I know had lost their function, like the mechanisms on top of the towers. But every now and then you find one that self-functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. And something like that is beneath Grand Soul. But what does that tell us about the gospel? Maybe it could be used to halt the artifact's functions. Could it do that? Yes, however, we were unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. But it is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could have known of its existence. Professor Russell's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record. In any case, it seems likely that the trouble is on his way. Honestly, just as I start to think about it, maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were given credit for. But when someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when us bracers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. I expect no less from Cassius's daughter. Oh no! You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty. He was a friend of my late son's and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. That's interesting. So he still comes down from time to time, huh? Yep, I'd imagine that there are a great many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told. Yeah, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then that this is the role I have meant to play, Estelle and Joshua. Will you indulge me by listening to an old story? Oh, absolutely. It is of no indulgence, Your Majesty. Okay, so what's this about Cassius now? 10 years ago, in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. A cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretext for their invasion of Liberal. So began the sad times that would be known as the 100 Days' War. Just as the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Hakken Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberal became occupied territory save for Grancel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire royal army. The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop the advancement. It was but a matter of time before Grancel too would fall. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostiles, the war changed in a way that none could have ever imagined. Patrol airships have just been developed and were used to recapture Liberals' checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communications. The Royal Army then set about recuperating the major regions one by one, using ships launched from Lestian Air Force or Fortress. Zeiss, Rouen, Beauce, Roland. With their supply lines severed, the Erebonian forces occupied each region and were swiftly crushed. And the one behind the plan for a counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. It was your father, who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, with the intersection of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all the world. Ah, yeah, Lena, your mother Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I'm sure you know. Cassius was not able to be by his wife's side in the final moments. Damn. So, man, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took upon the path of the Bracer. That's rough. All to stay with the only one he had left. And at this time, he swore he would be able to protect those he loved. Damn. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How could he even think of that? Yo, you are correct. Given that all his loss was in the service to his country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so, I'm sorry, Estelle, I failed to protect your mother. I had wished to apologize to you for a long time. Yo, but you don't need to apologize. You protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberal in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for so I could live in it. You have nothing to be sorry for. You have a kind heart, I am grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person. Now, more than ever, Your Majesty. However, that is why I do not wish to put yourself in danger. I would like you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter. What? Yo, Julia, Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I am grateful for your willingness to do so, but if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassius' absence, I know of no apology that could ever suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home to Roland and wait for your father to return. If I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and you protect through it has held firm. Now it trembles like a leaf in a breeze. If the colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new king a liberal, then what would become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that. Your Majesty, right when we became junior bracers, we inherited a whole lot work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter and the package, and we've been running all around creation ever since. It feels to us that, like our dad, he's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend peace, so that everyone we've met and everyone we cared about can go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, and just like Mom and Dad, I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right. And I really want to see it through. It seems she was right about you. I too am ready. I would like for the two of you to carry my request to the Bracer Guild. My liege, we will do whatever you ask. Whew. My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia. So the princess is being held captive, huh? This coup d'etat started when I backed her as the successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dulan was out on the running. Yes, though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking is my granddaughter's shines. For the sake of the nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman's wielding political power. Not to mention the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume. Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caused him quite unawares. That, and along with him passing this information to the Duke, is what led to his coup. This was all staged so that Liberal would become a strong military power, with the Colonel ruling from the shadows. Yep, so he'd just be a puppet ruler. That finally lets us see the whole picture, huh? So if Liberal became a militarized country, what would happen then? A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Horrible weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-range policy of conscription would be adopted, and no doubt contracting Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present. Oh boy. Indeed, the Colonel has made very eminent requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for the country, but I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked so hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to the benefit of all. Whew, wow. Feel the same way. Makes sense to me. The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic, and so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Many people had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I loved about my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Jeez. Okay, we'll hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued for those who have imprisoned her. Thank you. With that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands. Have you any other requests? The gospel still has to be dealt with. And I don't think we should just leave you here. I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle, but the present state of affairs is not cognizant upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to discern the Colonel's true intentions with her. They are back in their thing. Super nice, but with a serious strong will. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old. Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country. Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her. That's definitely outside of the Bracer jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we'll do what we can. But I'm still freaking out about what the Queen told us about Dad. I'm wondering if she's got any more tidbits she's willing to share. Oh my. Estelle, Joshua, have you finished changing? Oh yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. It's already about 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight. Yo. Dude. Queen spoke to us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make any guard suspicious. Dang. That's pretty intense though, man. Okay, final chapter. Yes. Alright, so... And there we go. Are you going home now for the day? Yep, I believe so. Just to be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please relax, we are patriots to the core. That's good to hear. Now I believe that we shall be on our way. Pardon me, by your leave. By the way, ladies, I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them? Let's see. Lena. Isn't that a lovely name? It has a pleasant ring to it. Thank you very much. And how about you, miss? You may call me Karen. Karen, you say? That is a very pretty name. You're too kind, sir. I'd rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Oh, right. Or the special ops my name is. I think that's enough. I sense an ulterior motive to your work. No, I meant at least not from us. Please be safe on your way home. So she's Lena, huh? So it's a good name. Alright, let's start heading back then. Karen is the waifu. Well, aren't you, Miss Popularity? It was like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. It was not I didn't see you shying away from joining the conversation. Sure, that does mean I was nervous. I kinda lost all my confidence there. What's the noise about? Uh-oh. Oh, Duke Dunan. Ah, ladies of the court. Hey, you mates. You do look familiar. These two are the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Lena and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Huh? Do you recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us. Come on, Philip. Enough with the staring. It's quite unusual to see you coming from you, stiff upper lip and all. Please pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I am dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy. Oh, no, it's no bother. Please don't concern yourselves. You know, now I stop and look. I must say, you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. But, and for you, I personally think you look best with the raven hair of yours even longer. Oh, man. Ah, yes. Lena, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening. Holy shit. Oh, no. Your Grace, I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think teas wants him served. Oh no! Your Grace, you're flirtatious while flattering are best saved for another time and place. All of the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty, Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten. I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. This castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside for some fun then. Ah, shoot. Please, Your Grace, please no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such nonsense. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded, for I... Oh, man. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there. Damn. Whoa, alright, Lena. You just let me know if they have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give. I'm the Duke D. Mmm. Aren't you cute? Yes, good, good. Aw, shoot. Duke's like, I'm the big D. Gotta love it. Mm. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come morning. Please set your minds at ease. Oh God, I certainly hope so. Ma'am, I'm young Mrs. I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. Dude. I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know him? Yes, ever since we were children. Though not nearly as well as once we did, thanks to the one he serves. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I bet at everything between a Duke and a Colonel has him completely on edge. By the way, what was it that you were saying earlier about me being popular, huh? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Oh God. I like to keep the food in my stomach, thank you. Oh, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see... Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Uh-oh. Come closer. Oh, snap! Oh, no! Now do you understand? Uh-huh. Yes. Oh, man. Poor Estelle. She's grown. If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only asked that you complete the request she made for you. I feel the same way. I beg of you, please do everything you can in power to save the princess. Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open, she's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. Yep. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we get going? Oliver would be proud. Oh boy, this is lovely. Okay, well, here's the diner. I'd be kicked to death. Okay, damn, this is intense. Oh, Estelle. You're so naive. You're hilarious. Oh, might I inquire, are you doing at this late hour? Oh my. Captain Amathia. Indeed, good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it's a bit late for you kids to be out walking around? Please pardon us, we have simply never been to a castle like this, and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around. Ooh, that's certainly understandable. So where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my edification. Let's see. Kitchen. Ah, that's strange. I was making my rounds through there and never saw you. Well, come, let's not waste any games. Actually, I received reports for you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Do you not think it's a bit odd to be looking around at a particular place? I don't think questioning something like that where you already have the facts is a little cruel. So what business you have in the maid quarters? I suggest you man it. Honestly, well, Oh! You've been here the whole time? Ah, snap. Hell, he's in. He's staggering. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Oh, that's the stuff. You're drunk. Oh, sorry. Hey, my fair, gorgeous lady officer. Nice. Some luck we met up here again, huh? I suppose. So what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble? No, it's just that we're in the maid quarters for a while. I merely want to know their business simply as a security precaution. Aw, yeah, I totally get ya. I just sent him off to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you guys find anything to eat? Nah, the cooks aren't back yet. He went to the maid if there was anything we could get to the hands on something, but no luck. Well, I guess I'll do without, I guess. Oh, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, there's nothing, nothing goes on with drinks like a beautiful lady. Yo. Alright, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. Oh, snap. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to remain to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand. Gotcha, of course. It is late, we should probably get to bed. Huh, very good then. Now if you excuse us. Oh boy. Ah, denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to my room. Right. I'll go with you. Looks like we managed to convince her at least. Yeah, what? Aren't you drunk? I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop. Yo, man. He's focused on making his blood circulate better, which made him look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right? Ooh, I'm surprised you were familiar with it. But hey, it seems you'd be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Not safe, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes. Oh man, you are an evil man. Oh, okay, sure, you did help us out, but you're also surprised the hell out of me. Ah, sorry about that. So what's the story? What story? I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of your meeting with the queen? What? Yo, what? Did Ellen tell you something about this? Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I? Huh, without prior knowledge, there's no way I could have guessed. So how much do you really know? Haha, I guess it's finally come to show you this. Really? Zin produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to his son Joshua. This handwriting is, well, don't stand there, read it. It'll explain a lot. Dear Zin Valtek, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberal, I feel uneasily being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberal and help out, if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberal before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There is a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make a fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberal before the festival, and hopefully I'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. Well, damn. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much unless it seems like they really need it. Oh man, so Dad asked you to come to Liberal, huh? Which means is in Erebonia now. That's the long and short of it. The long and short of it. What it means is that you were looking cahoots with him all along. Yep, that's the kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I've owed Master Cassius a favor from the time we spent in Calvard. This letter is just giving me the chance to make it square again. When you realized that we were his kids, I had a feeling from the offset once I saw Estelle's techniques with the bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it. Said something about it all. We've been worried sick, wondering where Dad's been. I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I've got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Now I have reason to... oh gosh, you guys. Now I have to play Cold Steel at some point. Oh well. You know, these kids are right. If you can pull off a big job like this, that's sneaking an audience with the Queen. He knows as much. It wouldn't hurt him to tell everything, right? I'd agree. It'd probably be best to fill us in on everything. It's a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to the whole situation on our own after all. Then, right here, Estelle and Joshua told us of how they managed to sneak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely return Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. Alright then, I'll help you out with that little request. Little? Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please let me help. Well, we'd be glad to. Thank you once again.